It's maxi dress season, you guys. But before you put on that maxi, there are some things that we need to talk about that you should not do. And no, this is not one of those mean fashion videos where I'm like, no, you can't wear this, you can't wear that. Instead, think of it as a guide to know what you should absolutely go for so that you look amazing and feel even more amazing in your maxi dresses this summer. So that you won't waste your money on things that you hardly ever wear or buy things that you wear all the time but you just don't feel good in. Let's go. But number one, you have got to dump the frump, okay? We need to put that, that's the official slogan of this channel and the official slogan of the summer. Gots to dump the frump. Now, if you feel like your body isn't exactly where you want it to be, I can totally understand wanting to drape it in excess fabric. However, don't do that shit. It can actually have the opposite effect of what you were trying to convey and make you look less put together and actually draw more attention to the area that you were trying to hide. And in some cases, it might make you look extra frumpy. So by the nature of how a lot of them are shaped, maxi dresses can already make you look frumpy, right? So instead of looking for something that's like a sack from the top to the bottom, look for some sort of eye-catching detail. You know, it could be a little, is this a butterfly? Or is this a flower? It's a flower. It could be something like this flower detailing that I have on this Farm Rio dress that I got last summer, which I'm going to link similar ones in the description box. I'll see if I can find this exact dress, but I know they came back out with this silhouette, but just in different prints. But as I was saying, you want to look for some sort of eye-catching detail, maybe some sort of cutout, something so that it doesn't look like you just threw on a bunch of fabric on your body. Now, I like this dress in particular because it has these really cool cutouts. Now, I need a little help with button in the back because, you know, I was in the gym, and, you know, my arms hurt. Can't really get back there to, you know, to fix the dress all the way. However, this also has this really cute tiered design, so it has like movement. So it's not just something that's straight up and down. It kind of gives movement, gives visual interest, and if you kind of look at where some of the detailing is, now while this dress is showing a lot, it's also camouflaging a lot because although there's a cutout here in the midriff area, it's also kind of covering the midriff area as well. And then if I had a little extra lunch, you know, got a little coverage there. Now the price point on a dress like this might be a little on the higher side. You can very well catch things on sale, or you can find similar silhouettes like on Amazon or something like that. But I feel like it's worth the extra investment either in paying a little bit more or the investment in time and trying to find a deal or trying to find a dupe for the detailing in something that's going to make you look and feel amazing. So let's move on. So number two, another thing that you may want to consider with your summer maxi dresses is going down in size, especially for those maxi dresses that are flowier in nature, that don't have any closures on them. So there's no zipper, there's no hook and eye, there's nothing tying it. It's usually something like this dress that is kind of just straight up and down. You just kind of throw it on. So this is not a dress that I in particular would pick out for myself. To me, it's just too like a blob of fabric on me. It can kind of make, you know, my midsection draw attention to it. And, you know, that aside, I purposely bought this dress in a medium, a large, and an extra large, just to kind of demonstrate to you so you have that visual of how the different sizes can affect the way that a garment is going to look on your body. Now, there may be some circumstances where you need to go a size up, and listen, size does not matter. You know, don't we tell the others that size don't matter? No, but seriously, when it comes to your dress size, it doesn't matter. What really matters is how something fits you. Now, again, this is not a dress that I would normally get because I kind of feel like no matter what size I get, there's like a little bunching of fabric here in the midsection that I don't particularly like. And I do prefer something that kind of flares out a little bit, like kind of like a fit and flare action going on for me. Notice how the three different sizes look different. So with the extra large, I did get a little bit more coverage when it came to the tummy area, but then there was more fabric overall. So it might be tempting to just go with the biggest size possible and just wear that because it feels comfortable, but comfort doesn't mean lack of style. You know, you can have some style, something that looks amazing on you and it still be comfortable. I don't really feel comfortable in this dress, no matter what size it was, just because I really don't love the silhouette. And this dress has a couple of things going against it. There's pockets on the side, which we normally would really love, but the way the pockets are constructed here, it does kind of add some visual bulk to the hips, especially because they're like sitting right on the widest part of my hip. No matter what size, whether I'm wearing the medium, the large, or the extra large, I still kind of feel like a midsection is not midsectioning, you know what I mean? Or it's probably overly midsectioning, if you know what I mean. So typically I would avoid this type of dress, but there is a way to fix it if you have something like this already that you bought in the past and you're like, oh man, you know, I bought it anyway and I have it and, you know, I don't want to waste my money. You can save something like this by adding a peplum belt attachment to it. You can simply get some fabric and, you know, cut one yourself and boom, boom, boom. You know, also check out Etsy, because that's where I got the one that I'm wearing here from. And it's really simple. You just tie it on. It just adds a little extra interest to the outfit, and it really switches up the silhouette on something, especially if you're somebody like me and you prefer like more of like a fit and flare. So number 3, you also have to watch out for lines. Lines are super important. We talk about lines very often on this channel because they practically dictate how something is going to look on you. So we know horizontal lines shorten and widen, vertical lines lengthen and narrow, diagonal lines divide and slim. Now with this dress, it does cling to my body much better than the pink dresses did, and that is thanks to, in part, this horizontal line here that kind of draws emphasis to my waist. However, you also want to look at the spacing of the lines, because what's happening here is we've got these horizontal lines here. Remember, horizontal lines shorten and widen, and then look how far apart these are. So it kind of looks like my stomach could start here and end here. You see that? Now that line is a little higher. If we didn't have that line at all, it would have just been like, oh, what does she have? What is she doing there? But instead, it's kind of given like, she expecting. So what I would do instead is have vertical or diagonal lines in this area, because that is going to help to lengthen and slim or divide. Now, when it comes to the visuals for some of the concepts I have in my head for this channel, because I have some good ideas, but then sometimes I'm like, dag, but how am I going to show that in a video? So I had my friend Melissa help me out to demonstrate this. So she tried on this slip dress. The slip dress is a beautiful slip dress. Melissa's a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous woman. However, when she put on this outfit, I was like, girl, that's it. Because the design, like that X design, which is 2 diagonal lines, help to give her more of a sensation kind of look. Yeah, I just made that up, sensation. Plus, I'm very hungry and my Thai food just got here. So, you know, whew. The things we do for our craft, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, thank you to Melissa for providing us with this visual, because I do feel like a lot of us would go for like that slip dress, because it's like, oh my God, you know, it has the satiny kind of material. It looks dressy, but it's super comfortable. However, you can see the difference between the two. Now, obviously the final look is not a maxi dress. Like I said, I'm limited here with some of the visuals to show you. However, you know, go with the same concept here. All right, y'all, quick interjection here. Melissa actually had on this maxi dress recently on her stories, and I was like, girl, send me that footage. But anyway, this is another perfect example of what to look for when it comes to lines, when it comes to a maxi dress. As you can see, she has the horizontal line at the waistline, which is creating and drawing emphasis towards the waist. Then below that, you have the thin vertical lines, which help to elongate and lengthen. And I love the open neckline here because it draws attention away from the midsection, and everything just looks so beautiful. Like, how awesome is this dress? Now, I think she said she got it from Fashion Over a couple of years ago, but I will try to find similar looking dresses that I can link below that you can get. Let me know in the comments if you find videos like this helpful. In my head, I find them to be helpful, but y'all let me know, because then, you know, I could move on and maybe do something else. But I hope you actually do find them helpful, because I actually do like talking about these kind of topics. But let me know in the comments. Now, to kind of drive the line point home a little bit more. Now, this dress also not particularly something that I would love for myself, but you need visuals for this video. Anyway, if you love this dress, if this is like the dress that is for you, it'll be linked in the description box. Now, it still does that same thing with that the navy dress was doing, where I'm like, okay, there's a horizontal line here and a horizontal line here that can kind of make it feel like my belly started from up here and ended down here, right? However, this has some vertical stripes which help to lengthen and slim, so I'm not feeling as if my stomach is, you know, this long. Another thing about lines, which is being demonstrated here with this asymmetrical neckline, if you're someone with broad shoulders and you don't want to like overemphasize them, or you want to kind of play them down, a diagonal line will help to divide it so it's not as apparent. Now, there's a fourth thing that I want you to know about maxi dresses, and it kind of takes us out of the maxi dress world and kind of puts us in the world of sets. And that is to consider breaking up your maxi dress, right? Now, the thing with maxi dresses is sometimes the proportions can be off. We are all beautifully made. Some of us have long torsos, some of us have short torsos, some of us are quite petite, some of us are very tall, some of us are plus size, some of us have broad shoulders, some of us have itty bitty waist, but we got much back. Like, you picking up what I'm putting down, right? However, when you break it up, AKA wear a two-piece set, it helps you to be able to control the proportions. So instead of having something where it's like, okay, for instance, drop waists don't do anything for me whatsoever. And this is kind of giving drop waist action. Drop waists do nothing for me because it just kind of makes my body look like I'm all stomach from here down to here, right? Now with a set, however, you're able to control those proportions typically, especially if you get something where you can kind of scoot the skirt up or down to make it higher waist or lower in the waist. You know, you gotta look for these detailings when you're going shopping. So consider a set, because then you don't have that issue where it's like, okay, this is hitting me at the wide where I'm widest, but maybe if I scrooched it down a little bit, or a little alteration, or maybe adding some sort of accessories can get that proportion back. Consider a set for that. Now I'm gonna put some pictures of some sets up on the screen for you to check out, and I will link them along with everything else in this video in the description box. Now, we are outside this summer, y'all, and I'm helping you get dressed for all summer has to bring you. So make sure you check out my summer fashion playlist, which you can click on here and watch more videos in the series. You know, click on that. I'll see you there. See, I'm here, but I'm also gonna be there too.